What the? Sonic? What did they do to Sonic? Oh my god. They're making Sonic. Oh my god. Survive Peppa's dad in Area 51. No wonder there's only 4 people. Okay. Alright. How does somebody find something good in all of this? I'll tell you how. Me, that's how. Your kids come up to you and you says, hey mom, hey dad, I want to play some Roblox. And I don't want to just play Roblox, I want you to play Roblox with me. And you go, I don't know where to start with this. It's overwhelming, I'm sure. Well, you're gonna have to create accounts, an account for yourself, make yourself an account first of all. But from there, I mean, you could say, okay, well, let's just play games and I'll join you. I'll follow you in. You know, you would go to your friend, you'd click on their profile or hover over them, you join them, and then there. You could do it that way. Have them just go wild, pick something, you just join in. But what you'll find is that you're just joining a bunch of quick little games. It's like a throwaway game. You hop in, you go, well, this game kind of sucks, you hop out. So from one dad to another dad or to a mom, here's what I say, okay? Start with these options if you like this specific type of play. Offer it to them and say, here's some games that I think I would like. Let's just pick one of those and we'll go from there. And then you're sticking to something you like. And then as time goes by, maybe you can experiment with some of the goofball games, but start with these and you can't go wrong. Not really. First up on the list, we've got action adventure games. I'd suggest something like Blox Fruits. Blox Fruits is like if you smash an MMORPG into a gacha. You'd want to have at least some mentality of a small budget, like financially, when you go into that game. Or, like, because that will help you skip a lot of the long grinding. That tends to make the game unattractive for older players. Or, I'd suggest trying it out. Ask your kid, like, which fruits are good, which are not. They'll probably already know, most likely. And they'll be thrilled to be able to teach you the ways. So they'll be like, yeah, don't go with that one. That one's real trash, or whatever lingo. This one can be a bit overwhelming for the younger kids though, so probably anyone from between 8 to 13 will like this one. Blox Fruits is for that group. Next up on the list would be something like maybe Death Ball or Blade Ball. They're really the same thing. Pretty much just hot potato, but on crack. Nothing needs more said than that. Basically, it comes at you, you gotta pass it to the other player before it, and if you misclick, it blows up on you, basically, right? You're just with a sword deflecting the hot potato, and if you don't, it gets you. So World Zero, this is a game for the long-term play. That's like an 8 to 11-year-old bracket. I would say that because it's got a little bit of reading in it that maybe a little kid that's younger for an audience. I don't know how young yours are playing, but let's say somewhere between 5 to 8 or even 7. You're going to want something that's a little bit more challenging maybe, and maybe for someone who's in the 8 to 11 bracket, you're going to find that World Zero gives you a little bit more to do, a little bit more that you guys can work together even on to do. Fight off bosses and stuff, and you progress. You get better weapons, you upgrade your gear, upgrade your guy, you get different types of ways of playing. You know, like, I can't remember the types right now, but like essentially think of it like a knight or a mage, things like this. You switch between, you fight between, you do your thing. Shooters, I mean, what more do you need to hear about shooters? A shooter is a shooter. You could stick with like Gunfight Arena, Rivals, Infection Gunfight. They're all those 3 are pretty solid. And they're very similar, but they have some nuance to merit them each being in your playlist. Gotta find yourself a player to infect quickly. Gotta find a player to infect quickly. I like the music in this game. It has a good beat. It makes me wanna rap and sing a lyric to the music that I'm hearing with my ear and my cerebellum. It makes me wanna hit the buttons when I'm going clicky clacky clicky 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 clacky. Wanna slash it with my claws and make him bleed from all his orifices. Gotta find a player to slash his face up, but I can't find anybody because they're hiding in a corner somewhere behind a box like this one. Okay. Collector chill games. So that would be Bee Swarm Simulator on my list. harvest the pollen, you walk up to the plants, you make that sticky honey, and then you get that honey money, honey. It's a simple game, easy to play, gets grindy quests, then you do the quests, you update your tools, and you collect different bees. It has a little bit of gotcha, and it tickles all the gaming itches, at least for a time. And really, it's chill. You sit back, and you don't stress. So it's good for an any age kind of game, that one. Pet Simulator 99. This game is fantastic. I mean, that's a bit pointless, but somehow that doesn't matter. It's fun. You get to collect different pets, but more so you get to have big upgrade jumps. So that help you destroy everything in your path kind of thing. You know, you get moments where you just get a huge upgrade and a pet from a random event that's like way like 300 times stronger than any of the other pets you have, and then instantly you're smashing through everything way better than you were before. And there is a satisfaction to that massive jump, because then you get a clear comparison, right? And you feel like you got a little bit more elite. So just in general, it's like dopamine hits in quick succession kind of thing. The game is so stimulating though, so beware of that. If you want something that won't require much thinking and allows you and your kids plenty of space to chat while playing, this one's for you. You'll spend time just playing and letting things kind of autopilot while you can chat. So if you're wanting just a bonding time, this game is nice for that. Very nice. There's also roleplay games. Now, those can be a little bit loose in terms of goal. But that's something more like, you know, you sit down with your kids to play with their toys, and you guys make up silly little stories together. That's going to be pretty much this, but just in the video game world, really. You can go like the route of dress to impress. That's an option that probably you guys can just goof around the whole time and dress up in wacky costumes and get a bunch of laughs. Oh, now here I am. Look at this. Ready? Let's do some chic. Chic. Ooh, sleek, chic. Ooh, sleek, chic. Ooh, magica. Ooh, confident. Chic and confident. I'm sleek and confident. Twilight. Confident. Ooh, ooh. Look at me go. Ooh, ooh. Look at me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, taste it, taste it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Gonna go around here. Dance, dance. Can't get enough of me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Alright, let's get out of here. Now, Adopt Me. That's a game that lets you choose to be a kid or an adult in the game. So your kid could pretty much pretend to be the parent, and you could just be the kid. And just be like, wah, I want food. You know, be silly. You can also give them the chance to be the parent, you know, and then let them live out their ways of how they think they should be parented. It might actually give you moments of clarity, really, where when you're talking with your kid or they're like disciplining you, you know, go to your room or some nonsense like that. It can lead to some sort of perspectives you didn't think about. Maybe you just see something and you go, wow, do I sound like that? When I'm saying things, I need to watch that a bit. Survival. Creatures of Sonaria is a collecting game, and that's like smushed into a survival game. You can, over time, unlock many pet options. Some require playing during event timings, while others are gacha oriented. Sometimes you get lucky with a strong animal unlock, and then you can play a massive beast, and that's pretty fun. Even sometimes it's just for a small period of time, but you get to be this gigantic, gargantuan, I don't know, Godzilla-like fella. Just go around smashing everybody, right? Or you're going to be like this little tiny little runt trying to survive as long as you can. That's fun too. You know, you can work with your kids to survive, or you can make it like a hide and seek sort of thing, you know? As far as survival games go, there's one literally called The Survival Game, which it's essentially Rust, but just medieval style. There actually might be better ones than this one out there, but it does do what you want it to do. And so it did give at least a day or two of decent fun. So it's not a game where you're going to make the goal for the intent of long-term gain. It's just for that day to play and have a little bit of fun. Now for horror and thriller, 3 games really that come to mind, but they're all pretty much the same. I'd say Doors, Grace, Pressure. Like I said, they're all pretty much the same, but there are some subtle differences for the type of adrenaline and variety of the way that you'll play the game. You're going from a starting point when you spawn in to get to the end of the level, and you have to go through a layers and layers of doors, to get to the end. But what makes them different from Grace is that these ones let you have pacing that's a little slower. You don't have to rush as much. It's more about observation and noticing the small details. And these games are a bit too intense though for like the younger kids. I wouldn't suggest it for anyone who's little. But if they're 8 or above, they could probably handle it. You could feel it out, but they could probably handle it because it's more like a jump scare sort of situation where something chases you and you got to hide quickly in the little closety thing, and then it just zooms by you. That kind of thing. So it gets the adrenaline pumping, and you don't want the little kids having that happen to them. Not all that much, at least I don't think. No, Grace, you're in a parkour sort of way of doing it, so it's similar in the sense that you have to go through doors to get through to the end. But you have something always chasing you, something always trying to get you, where you have to like hide for a moment, then keep going, but it's a parkour-oriented quick slide through a door, open a locked door, open levers to get through the door, but it's all very fast-paced. So if you want something that's a high octane, that would be the version of that. They're all pretty fun. They all lead to good times. And maybe some of them only last you that one time you play it, but they will at least start you somewhere nice. Start you somewhere less overwhelmed with all of the options Roblox has and all of the extra stuff that is just quick-made junk experiences. These ones will at least start you off somewhere good. So start with that, see where it leads you. You might have some fun with your kid today in Roblox, despite that you were maybe thinking otherwise. I hope this helped. And you have a good one. Ciao.